Hi everybody, this is Wendy with the Verity Group, and today I'm here for a community minute with Wayne McMullin from McMullin Cooling, Heating and Construction. Wayne, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We're super excited to have you inform the community a little bit about new HVAC systems. So we know that we have just finished our heating season and we're entering the cooling season. Can you give us an idea as far as cooling throughout the summer, what a new or a highly efficient system would save the average homeowner on their utility bill?
If they was to replace their old existing air conditioner with a newer, higher efficiency, they're going to save anywhere from $30 to $60 a month on their power bill consumption. And not only that, it's going to be comfortable. These newer units are just higher efficiency, better ratings, and more comfortable.
Fantastic.
Quieter, a lot quieter.
Okay, yeah, I did notice that. I was in a newer system the other day and I didn't even know that it was on. I was really shocked. So we have a lot of first-time home buyers and investors out there that are looking at older, we'll call them HUD repo properties that are dated and have a lot of radiant heat in them. If somebody were to be thinking about investing, what would a new system cost to replace the inefficient and ineffective radiant heat?
There's a few variables involved in that, depending on the size of the home, whether it's got a basement, 1 level, 2 level. Your price range, you can go from $6,500 upwards to $14,000, depending on those variables. But that would be something that we come in and assess the home, and then to see what's going to be the best route to go that way.
Okay, so what's the average? So up to 14,000, I'm assuming that that's extremely high efficient,
Right.
and maybe there might be some delay in making that money back on the efficiency.
Right.
But what's the average?
Your average cost, if we were installing the ductwork and everything, your average cost is probably around $8,000.
Okay, so 8,000 to convert to central air, central heat, and are we talking natural gas for the most
Natural
part?
gas or propane, either way
Okay.
on that.
Okay, terrific. And so we're going to assume that if you were in a natural gas area, that's going to be much more cost effective.
Right,
Okay.
absolutely. Your natural gas is going to be a lot cheaper to operate than propane, but
Okay.
it's going to be a lot cheaper than electric too.
Fantastic. So I was in a beautiful home that you had done here not too long ago, and I saw a geothermal system. Can you
Yes.
tell us a little bit about that?
The geothermal is 100% electric. We're using the ground source from the earth to convert to heating and cooling. Your energy efficiency on that is going to be quite a bit significant over your standard gas furnace and central air. Your payback on that is going to be 10 to 12 years, depending on the price range and then the size of the home.
Okay. So geothermal, the heat comes from, can you kind of give us a demonstration? So I understand that the earth stays a constant temperature.
Correct.
So the heat, does that come from a source in the home? And
It does. We have a compressor that generates the heat. We're pulling the heat from the ground that makes that compressor put out more heat, makes it operate more efficiently, which gets your operating costs down lower.
fantastic. And same
Same
thing
for the
for cooling. Okay, so how does that relate to a green system? I mean, if there was a noxious old Model T car, how does that relate in relation to green systems and environmentally friendly and leaving less of a foot stamp?
Well, we're not using any gas at all. It's 100% electric, and so homes that people don't have natural gas or they don't want propane, the ground source, it's a high efficiency all electric unit, and so it saves on that, having those other utilities brought into the home.
Fantastic. So I do know that you are a beautiful custom home builder as well. What is your strongest and greatest recommendations to those people that you would be building for? What system do you recommend?
Well, we put in a high efficiency and 96% efficient furnace. We've put in upwards of 14 to 20 SEER central air conditioners. It depends on the home that the people are, if it's going to be their lifetime home. If it's their last home they're going to build. We do quite a few ground source systems. The upfront costs are more significant, but the payback is, if it's a home they're going to stay in, the system will pay itself back and make it more efficient.
Fantastic. So I just wanted to reiterate to the community, so for first-time home buyers, maybe buying a repossessed or a HUD property, one that's, we definitely know is going to need a little polish and a little paint, but the price is right, or investors, is that something that you're willing for the community to call you and say, hey, can you come take a look at this property and advise me on what the cost would be to replace this horrible heating system that's in the home?
Absolutely. We come into a lot of homes that we come in and offer free estimates. We'll assess what you have in the home and then advise from there and give bid estimates to that, to what would be the most efficient way to